everyone, and welcome to your next episode of Cooking with Nichole. Today we're going to make a keto cheesecake fluff, and guess what? You get to determine the flavor. We're going to be using sugar-free jello to make the flavor. So you could use lemon, you could use a strawberry, whatever flavor floats your boat. I am going to be using black cherry today. So black cherry sugar-free jello is what we're going to be using, and that'll be the flavor of our keto cheesecake fluff. What we've got is 1 box of sugar-free jello, half a cup of hot water boiling. So what I've already done in advance is take this water and put it in the microwave, and I brought it up to a boil because we need this to dissolve our jello. Then you're gonna need a mixing bowl so that you can whip your heavy cream. So in this measuring cup, I have 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. And we're gonna put that heavy whipping cream into the bowl, and we're gonna whip it until it starts to form soft peaks, which can take a considerable amount of time. And for the sake of saving time for this video, we'll start the process and we'll bring you back once we start to incorporate everything. But also to save time and in advance, I've already whipped up or blended 1 brick or 8 ounces of softened cream cheese, full fat cream cheese. So what we're gonna do is we'll whip the whipped cream. In the meantime, once the jello is being dissolved, we're gonna pour a little bit of the jello mixture into the softened cream cheese and stir it around until it's combined. And then we'll add the rest of the jello, and then once the whipped cream is ready, we'll start to gently fold in the whipped cream. You don't want to overmix it because it can definitely fall or it's not gonna turn out. There is a suggestion that you could, instead of whipping your own cream, using a tub of Cool Whip. It will increase the nutritional facts information. In particular, there will be less fat in it and there will be more carbs. I'm choosing to whip my own cream because of the fact that Cool Whip is basically hydrogenated oil. And hydrogenated oils are largely known to not be good for us. They're a fat that isn't friendly to our heart, especially when we're trying to prevent heart disease. And so that's why I'm choosing to use fresh ingredients today, not using the everyday simple, because of the fact that Cool Whip isn't necessarily the best for us. If you look at the ingredients list, the number 2 ingredient is high fructose corn syrup as well. And so while it is lower in carbs per serving, it is made from ingredients that aren't good for us or are keto friendly. So that's why I'm choosing to use my own heavy whipping cream. It is a little bit more work, but definitely better when it comes to improving your health. So let's get started then with dissolving our jello. And we'll start adding it into our cream cheese a little bit and get that part done, and then we'll whip the whipped cream and slowly start to add that, and we'll bring you back when that process is done. So we're just going to dissolve our jello in our hot water, and you just want to dissolve it all down until there's no appearance of powder on the bottom of your measuring cup. It's just easy to do it right in the measuring cup versus, get the measuring cup, put it in the bowl, and then microwave the bowl, etc. Just use your glass Pyrex measuring cup if you have one available. There we go, good and dissolved. And so we're just going to add a small amount to this first. Maybe I lied, 1 second here. If the water seems to have cooled after you have heated it up in the microwave and things aren't dissolving the way that you want them to, you could simply just pop it back in the microwave for about 15 seconds just to continue to break it down a little bit. So we're just gonna add a little bit of the jello, stir this together, and then we'll add the rest of the jello. And then once the whipped cream is mixed up, we will add the whipped cream in here, and there you go, we'll have our fluff. So we'll bring you right on back here in a few minutes. Welcome back. So we've got the 1 cup of heavy whipping cream whipped up. This took approximately 3 minutes with my hand mixer to whip it up, and you can see how it resembles whipping cream. It just thickened because of the fast movement of the beaters on the mixer. It whipped air into it, and so it fluffs it up and the fat solidifies, and there you go. You got yourself some whipped cream. So now we are going to add a small amount into our cream cheese and part jello mixture. We're just gonna stir this around. And this, of course, is what creates the fluffiness component to this. And then we're going to add in the rest of our dissolved jello. And we can give this now a little stir. And then we'll proceed to add in the rest of our whipped cream and just stir it until it's all well combined. And like I said, you don't want to over stir it because it could fall and just turn into kind of a liquidy, creamy mess, which I'm sure is still going to taste amazing. But if you're wanting it to be of a more fluffier texture, you don't want to over stir it. And so we'll add in the rest of our cream here. This recipe makes approximately 6 servings. It is 277 calories per serving, 5 grams of net carb. So as you can see, really friendly for a dessert. It would be great if you wanted to add a little bit of berries to it. You could add a little bit of chopped nuts to the top of it when you're making it all pretty in a pretty little dish. However you want to do that, and you stir it. And it's a guilt-free dessert as usual. And so here we go. We'll just combine this and we'll put it in a pretty dish for a picture for you. I hope you enjoy this. This is going to be amazing. I'm really excited to taste the black cherry flavor. And this is your sweet deal for today. Have a good one.